Today, I'm gonna turn you into a digital marketing superstar. By the end of this video, you're gonna know the most advanced way to do AEO for a customer going forward into 2026. In fact, this is exactly the type of stuff that we do to run a $2 million per year business, delivering this to local business customers. Now, this video is gonna get a little bit sweaty and it's gonna show you exactly what to do step by step. So if you're not willing to put in the work, now is your time to leave and exit out of the video. By the end of the video, you're gonna have so much information on how to do this the correct way. I promise you, you're gonna leave excited. When working with a client, this is the ideal result. We wanna make sure their website is being referenced. We also wanna make sure that when we click over to the image tab, their custom unique photos that we've added alt tags for are being referenced in the LLMs, and we wanna make sure their videos are showing up too. The best way to do this is by utilizing video. You don't need anything extravagant. You can literally use an iPhone to use the process that I'm gonna show you. It's gonna make your strategy go much farther. So long form video content is going to be your quote unquote base content. As you can see, there's a few files here of a finalized video that will be the horizontal version we'll publish to the client's website. And then there's this long form version that we'll utilize to get several short form clips of that patient talking about that testimonial or whatever the piece of content is. And it allows you to emphasize natural speech for LLM understanding. When I go to the actual YouTube channel, you can see I've already uploaded the longer version of what the patient is talking about. And the reason why I did that is because on the left side, I can actually go here and click on the transcript. And on any YouTube video, I can gather the transcript of what that person said. So I'll go ahead and paste the transcript there so that when I prompt this, it's gonna know what I'm talking about in the near future. This is gonna be very helpful for me to do keyword and intent research, also writing title tags and meta descriptions once I start making shorter forms. Once I successfully have uploaded that new version into OpusClips, I'm gonna start going through this and actually optimizing them for search. I may not gather all of them, I may not use all of them, but just know that the goal here is for me to take the best ones and upload them as shorts directly onto YouTube. So as you're going through the videos, you're gonna find one that you like. For example, this one could be pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up. In this case, I think it's actually pretty straightforward and I think it's pretty much good to go. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna take this transcript and I'm gonna copy it. And the reason why I'm gonna copy it is because inside of ChatGPT, I wanna use the transcript to make the content unique. So once I'm done with this, I'm actually just going to export this. I'm gonna export it in HD. So this step is optional, but if you wanted to, you can use a video editing software to make it a little bit more custom. So in this case, I'm gonna drag the clip directly inside of here, and I'm just going to crop the clip so that people that come across this video can actually see the logo of the business or the brand. Because shorts can reach such a variety amount of people, I like to make sure that it shows where the business is located. Now that we have the videos downloaded, I'm going to do some keyword research to make sure that our titles are optimizing the keywords that have the highest amount of search volume. When the report loads, it's going to be filtered by highest volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start copying keywords that have the most volume. So I like to copy this information directly to my clipboard so that I can use it directly inside of ChatGPT. When I head back over to ChatGPT, I'm going to put keywords. I'm going to drag and drop those. These are the ones that I want OpenAI to focus on when I actually do this prompt. Now I'm going to prompt in ChatGPT exactly what I want out of this short. In this case, it's a YouTube title with the location modifier. It's a description that's SEO rich, tag recommendations, and a blog article. I went ahead and pasted the transcript from the first video of the actual OpusClips for that short, and this is what I got back. I can make edits to this, or if it looks good, I can go ahead and move forward to the publishing process. So now that I'm in the channel directly, I'm gonna go ahead and upload the video to YouTube. Now keep in mind that you would wanna do this process with all of the online profiles that you manage for the client. In this case, I'm just gonna show you YouTube for the sake of time. In ChatGPT, I can go ahead and take the actual title, paste it directly inside of there, and then I can change the description to be more focused on the actual video. Critical inside of your description, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're linking out to the website and you're providing some of that critical information for SEO purposes. But what I'm gonna wanna do is I'm gonna wanna create a playlist. In this case, it's under patient testimonials, so I'll do that. In the future, I'm gonna show you how we embed those playlists directly on the website for further SEO optimizations. Now inside of ChatGPT, it gave me a bunch of tag recommendations, so I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste those. Now that I have the tags all set, and then I can actually publish this video. Once it's published, you'll have a unique URL that we're gonna use in the near future, but now you can actually see that this is a live short directly on the YouTube channel. So as you can see, I now have all of the shorts recently uploaded directly to the client's channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this YouTube link because I can embed it elsewhere. And I'm gonna use a platform called Yext, which is going to allow me to take that video and paste it once. And what that's gonna do is this video is gonna show up in all of the online directory listings where the client is mentioned. So I'm going to upload all of those videos. Once I have all the videos directly uploaded, and I can give each and every single one of those videos descriptions so that when they're placed on separate directories, places like Yellow Pages, etc., it's going to pick up the video, potentially the transcript, and the description that I've added for that video. Google Business Profile is another great place to actually upload the video. Not sure if you knew this, but you can actually upload these videos as long as they're under 75 megabytes directly to the Google Maps listing so we can get enhanced visibility with the content. Now we're going to get even more out of the video, or videos if that's what you're interested in. So if you remember, I had the prompt actually write a blog article for me. And what I'm going to do is on the client's website, I'm going to go over to the blog section and I'm going to go ahead and create new post. So for the post offer, I'm just going to go ahead and type in Modern Day Smiles. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the title. So this is going to be the title here. And then I'm going to start this actual post. Now, the content management system that I'm using is Duda, so this can work for obviously any content management system. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab the video directly from YouTube, and the video is just going to be this actual link. It's important to note that I'm using a different version for this because I only want to do one post to the website. I don't want to do keyword cannibalization, depending on your strategy. Some people don't care about that. Personally, I care about that. So this is a horizontal long form version of that actual video that we edited down to about 1 minute and 33 seconds. So I'm going to grab this video using that share button, copying that link. I'm going to head over to the actual content management system. I'm going to drag that video directly inside of the actual post so you can embed it just like that. And then I'm going to optimize the copy for the blog post and optimize it for SEO keywords. So there you have it. I have a post. I have the video embedded. I have the summary, the highlights, the key takeaway, the request an appointment call to action, and in this case, more posts that the clients can actually see if they're interested on that actual page. As with all articles, add internal linking so that you can get the SEO juice just by putting in the links to the different pages. You can see that I'm linking to different pages directly on the site. Because search engines are really focused on frequently asked questions and schema markup, I'm going to go ahead and add a frequently asked questions section directly on this page, prompting frequently asked questions directly from the ChatGPT. So I'm going to put it inside of here and I'm going to copy and paste that for all of them. When I'm done with that, I'm going to enable the FAQ schema that is directly found inside of the Duda editor, making it really easy for me to actually get this structured data to show up in the search results, which is going to help the LLMs. So once that's done, I'm going to enable the FAQ schema and we're good to go. Once my article is published, I'm going to want to paste the URL directly inside of Google Search Console so I can index that URL so it shows up on Google. LLMs rely heavily on schema markup. Once my article is published, I'm going to do a structured data test, and I'm actually going to preview the results to see what it's going to look like in the search engines. When we go to embed the actual blog post on the website, we're going to want to set a thumbnail. This image is going to be used for the blog post URL, and it can also be used as the YouTube video as well. This way, there's a unique, consistent thumbnail across the board. If you make it a habit to always go out to the client and gather video, you can also do this with photo. So here's how you're going to optimize for pictures for the LLMs in 2026. So one of the key things for us improving our image output on the web is taking photos from the business and actually putting it into their Google My Business and their online citations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this folder of images that we've gotten and I'm going to go ahead and download them directly to my computer. Once they're downloaded into my computer, I'm going to go ahead and upload them directly into Canva so I can size it the correct way. Depending on the platform that you're sizing it for, you're going to want to consider what the width and the height is of each of those platforms to make sure it's sized correctly. In this case, because I'm going to use it for Google Business Profile and for their citations, I'm going to do 720 by 720. Once I've created the Canva, I'm going to go ahead and put a title, and then I'll proceed to actually uploading all of the photos. So as you can see, I have all of the images here directly inside of Canva. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly drag and drop them directly into placement. As I do this, I'm going to go ahead and select the best pictures and just make sure that the shots that I want are directly within frame. Once I have all the images in here, I'm just going to go ahead and give them a description. The description in the image is going to be what the LLMs actually pick up, almost as if they're alternate text. I'm going to go ahead and export those photos directly to my computer in PNG format. And then from there, I can upload them directly to the Google Business listing. So once I'm on the Google Business listing, I can take the photos. Once I drag and drop them, they'll load directly into the Google Business Profile. So as you can see, all of the photos are now pending. And from there, I'm also going to go into Yext, the citation management system that we use. And I'm going to do the same process of adding the photos into their directory listings. There's a section down here where you can actually add a photo gallery. And that's going to allow me to drag and drop those photos directly inside inside of Yext as well. Once we load up those photos, I'm going to click the continue button. And now this is going to allow me to put in all of these important fields to actually optimize this across the web for citations. To do this the most effectively, I'm going to open up a ChatGPT inside of the client's direct My GPT. I'm going to drag and drop the description fields that are going to be needed, and I'm going to have ChatGPT give me them one by one as I drag and drop those images. Keeping in mind that you can drag and drop multiple images at once to do it very effectively and quickly this way, but then I'm going to copy and paste all of the outputs directly into the Yext platform. You can see that GPT is going to read the title of the image of how you title it, and that's going to give you an outline of what the prompt actually is. So that's why I highly recommend titling your files for SEO. Once it's complete, you'll see that I've put in all of the information in each of the photos that are being added directly to the listing. And what's cool about this is I can put the click-through URL, and that's always going to be the same, which is going to drive the traffic directly to the website. And the great part about this strategy is you should start to see results relatively quickly. If you do this on a consistent basis, you can expect your LLM's ranking to increase, but also organic and paid viewership to grow exponentially over time. And that's it. There's a clear-cut strategy that if you do consistently, you're just naturally going to appear in the LLMs over time. You're going to get more video views. You're going to be able to use that media for your business or brand. You're going to be able to run ads for it. You're going to be able to grow. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.